We turn to the United States now, where President Donald Trump is demanding the names and nationalities of all international students enrolled at Harvard University. Trump claimed the US gives Harvard billions and says it's time the school revealed who its foreign students are. Let's take a listen in to what he said.
Look, part of the problem with Harvard is that there are about 31%, almost 31% of foreigners coming to Harvard. We give them billions of dollars, which is ridiculous. We do grants, which we're probably not going to be doing much grants anymore to Harvard. But there are 31%, but they refuse to tell us who the people are. We want to know who the people. Now, a lot of the foreign students we wouldn't have a problem with. I'm not going to have a problem with foreign students, but it shouldn't be 31%. It's too much because we have Americans that want to go there and to other places, and they can't go there because you have 31% foreign. Now,
this comes just days after a federal judge temporarily blocked the Trump administration's order revoking Harvard's ability to enroll foreign students, an action Harvard called a blatant violation of the US Constitution. Trump also claimed that no foreign governments fund Harvard and suggested US grants could be reconsidered. However, he did not say how the information would be used or which agency would handle it. The White House has not yet responded to requests for comment. We now move to South America, where in Venezuela, President Nicolas Maduro's ruling party is eyeing a landslide victory in the legislative and regional elections. The main opposition, led by Maria Cortina Machado, has called for a boycott, labeling the election a farce. Among dozens arrested in the days leading up to the vote was opposition figure Juan Pablo Guanipa, accused of leading a terrorist network to sabotage the election. Interior Minister Diosdado Cabello claims Juan was connected to foreign-backed mercenaries, which prompted the closure of the border with Colombia. With over 400,000 security forces deployed nationwide, tensions ran high. Yet voter turnout was projected at just 16%, as many Venezuelans chose to stay home. Last year's presidential vote sparked deadly unrest, with 28 killed and hundreds jailed. We now move on once again. In Suriname, the two main political parties are entering coalition talks after a tight parliamentary election. The country, home to just 600,000 people, has recently discovered major oil deposits, including a $10.5 billion investment by Total Energies to develop an offshore field with an estimated 220,000 barrels per day. With nearly all votes counted, incumbent President Chan Sankoti's centrist VHP party and rival Jennifer Simon's leftist National Democratic Party are tied, each winning around 17 to 18 seats in the 51-seat parliament. Neither has a clear majority, leading to expected coalition talks with smaller parties. Suriname hopes the oil wealth will boost prosperity while maintaining commitments to climate goals. A unique royalties for everyone fund will give citizens direct shares of oil revenues once production starts in 2028. For many voters, this election represents a chance for improved roads, security, education and employment. We now move to South Asia, where Bangladesh's interim leader Mohammad Yunus held a second day of intense talks with multiple political parties aiming to build unity and ease the country's political power struggles. Yunus is leading the caretaker government until elections are held and has called on rival parties to fully support his leadership. Since former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina was ousted in the August of 2024 by a student-led revolt, the country of 170 million people has faced political turmoil. Yunus met with around 20 party leaders after lengthy talks with major political groups, including those protesting against the government. Among the leaders who met with Yunus was Mamul Haq of the Islamist Khalifat-e-Maljish party. Haq said the discussions focused on addressing the ongoing crisis. Yunus stressed the importance of national unity to ensure stability, free elections, justice and reforms to prevent any return to authoritarianism. Yunus also met with leaders of the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, which is pushing for elections by December. According to Bangladeshi media and military sources, Army Chief General Waqar Uz Zaman also supported this timeline, aligning with BNP demands. Yunus returned from exile in August 2024. He then came back at the request of protesters. He has promised to implement democratic reforms before holding elections. Yunus says the elections will be held by June 2026 at the latest. Former Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has launched a sharp attack on interim leader Muhammad Yunus, accusing him of selling the country to the United States. Hasina claims Yunus is ruling with backing of militant groups and slammed the ban on her party, the Awami League, calling it unconstitutional. Well, that's